Gonna be playing a little bit of Dominions. There is a set of mods that I downloaded called the Dominions Enhanced Edition. As new races, as new spells, some balance changes that I didn't bother looking at, so I'm sure it's gonna be fine. But yeah, I just wanted to play some Dominions. That's it. So we're gonna play some Dominions. I'm gonna have to create a Pretender God, the leader of our faction. I'm gonna choose one of the new modded races. There are 10 modded races, I think, added in this pack. One of them is going to be the Juhera, which is going to be a wasteland-based, like, Ifrit kind of Jinn army thing. Hello, Ty. How's it going? No worries, Boo. No worries. So we're going to kind of quickly go through the army of the Juhera here. Beyond the fertile valleys of Satis lie the vast deserts and glittering mountains of Juhera, home to the elusive spirits from a distant age. These Jinn are beings created from smokeless fire, inscrutable and magically powerful. For many years, the tribes of Jinn have fought amongst each other and cared little for the affairs of men. Now, their worship of the awakening god has stirred them to unite and claim the earthy world for their own. So we're going to be preferring Heat Scale 2. Military is corporeal ghouls, which are these people, and elementally powerful higher Jinn. You have air, fire, sun, blood, death, and earth. Priests are average, and we get standard forts. Alright. So for our units, you have a basic human slave with the slave stats, meaning that they're not great. But they can be led by a unit with Taskmaster, and that will bump up their morale, which is 7, which is really, really bad. 10 is the average. But, I mean, they're slaves. Nothing really impressive here. Just looks like cheap fodder infantry. Then we get into the ghouls. Ghouls are lowly, degenerate Jinn that serve the Ifrits out of fear. Unlike the other Jinn, their forms are corporeal and impure. They have the bodies of men with cloven hooves and the heads of hyenas. They are not intelligent, but they are fierce and numerous, prowling the desert and feasting on the bodies of the dead. Their hideous screeching laughs can be heard across the sands at night. Ghouls are scavengers who only seldom raid the lands of men, but they are more than willing to bloody their claws in battle when driven to it by their masters. Will Snake Waifu return? Not today. No, not today. Hello, Tamir. So stat-wise, these people have a claw and a bite attack. They are shock resistant, fire resistant. They don't need to eat. They have survival for wastelands and mountains. They are undisciplined. Ugh. Hit points, they have 1 more than an average human. Strength and attack skill, 1 more than an average human. Their defense skill is lower. Their precision is bad. Precision really only affects ranged attack, though, so it's not that big of a deal here. Magic resistance 11 is okay, and morale 12 is okay, I suppose. Their combat speed 11 is okay. Just pretty cheap. Double attacks. Okay. They're, like, pretty average. Then a ghoul warrior is slightly higher attack skill, slightly higher defense skill. Okay. But they come with a scimitar and a bite attack. So they're doing 18 and 13 as opposed to 11 and 13. And they only cost 1 more gold and 3 more resource? Okay. Okay. So that's scimitar and bite attacks. And then we have the spear variant, which seems to be about the same, just with the spear, so they have pierce damage instead of slashing, but they still also have a bite attack at 0 length there. Okay. I need to remind myself, is it the attack skill that goes against the enemy's defensive skill to see if you parry an attack that has a longer reach? I always forget this one. The attack skill of a unit with 1 weapon in each hand will be reduced by the sum of the weapon lengths. Oh no, that's dual wielding. No, that's not what I'm looking for. That's how it goes, right? Isn't it like the higher attack skill has a chance to parry people with lower defensive skills? Oh, what up, Via? How's it going? What kind of skinks are these? These are hyena skinks. Deflectus versus morale? What? Really? I don't remember morale being a part of deflect at all. Huh. Alright, well then we have some more elite troops here. The Jinn are also resistant to fire and shock, need not eat, they are floating. They are glamored, which is very powerful. Their stats are pretty good, higher hit points as well. And then they also have a blunt magical attack, which has the shocks trait on it. Okay. Length 0, so they gotta get up in your face. But, yeah. Huh. Jinn are elusive beings that have the power to enter the minds of men. They are one of the old Jinn races of Juhera, who have sworn loyalty to the Ifrits. Formed of smokeless fire, they are difficult to see with the mortal eyes. The Jinn are the most curious of the Jinn, and often interact with humans, sometimes even possessing them against their will. In battle, they wreak havoc on the minds of their enemies, sowing confusion before closing to pummel them with elemental power. Hello, Melanor. This is a mod race. It's not a new race. It's a modded race. Alright, so then we have a John Swordsman, which is okay stat lines. They're also glamored. And then they have a Flaming Scimitar. Armor piercing trait. Wow. Okay, that's pretty strong. And then a John Archer with 12 precision. They have the Thunder Fist and also a Flame Bow. Wow. Range 35, ammunition 6, 12 precision. They have a flaming range attack. Huh. Now, typically, though, archery in Dominions 5 is relatively weak. But, I mean, that's a pretty powerful attack. Hello, Aspherius. Welcome. What's this race about? Looks like a bunch of cheap Berserker-type infantry, and then they have more elite, higher-cost ethereal units here. Ghoul Cavalry is also going to be in discipline like all the other Ghoul are. Very high costing. Hit points 11. Stat line's not super amazing. They do have a Venom Lance attack at a length of 5, which is Death Poison, which is a very powerful poison. Holy shit. But then after the Venom Lance is done, all they have are 2 claws. With only a protection of 8. That's, and a combat speed of 12? They're barely faster than off the mount. Interesting. Hello, Puffy. Huh. I don't know how much I would be using these. They're not fast. They're not durable. I mean, the main thing of them is they get a single death poison? Because aren't lances... Yeah, charge bonus for first strike. I think lances only work in the initial strike and then they go to the other weapons. I mean, it's a very strong attack. I mean, I don't know if we fight, like, giants or very high hit point creatures. These guys can kill them pretty quickly with death poison. I don't know. Interesting. And then our sacred unit is going to be the Shayetin. The Shayetin are shape-shifting Jinn who undertake clandestine missions for the Ifrits. Their holy duty is to influence men to evil acts. Subtle and discreet, they whisper in the ears of the innocent, enticing them to sin, tempting them to envy and adultery and greed. Sometimes they appear in the form of serpents, or more often as wisps of flame, entering people's minds and making them turn on their neighbors. Their presence causes strife among the populace, who gradually becomes violent and rebellious. The Shayetin are elite zealots, devout and unshakable of their faith in the awakening God. For this, they are sacred among the Jinn, though despite this, they are often unwelcome in the lands already conquered, for their duty extends to all men, even those who have sworn fealty to the armies of Juhera. And because of this, it's kind of cool, neat here, because they also cause unrest in any territory that they're in. So keeping them in our friendly provinces is actually a bad idea. But besides that, they are glamored, they are stealthy, they are floating, they are invulnerable 5, they are sacred. They have throw flames, the magical thunder fist, and a flaming scimitar with pretty decent combat stats, especially since they are glamored. Huh. Now, floating units can't, like, float over the front lines, right? You have to have fly for that. Floating just means you're not affected by, like, things that are, you know, impede movement or spells that are, like, earthquake, something like that. Lances do work all the time? Oh, I thought lances broke. Well, you know, quote-unquote broke after the first strike. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Alright, so for our leadership, we have a scout. They all have the disease resist. It's scout. Doesn't look particularly crazy. Ghoul Slaver. Stealthy, inspirational, -2. Taskmaster +5. So, hey, hey Kersey, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for the support. Thank you. So slave troops were still affected by inspirational, right? So This just means that they're really bad at leading non-slave troops, and they're okay at leading slave troops. This would bring the slaves' morale up to a 13? No, to a 12. No, 10. Yeah, because this is -2, but so it's like a +3 to slaves, basically. So it brings them up to a 10 morale, which is actually average, so it's not, I guess, not too bad. Tamir. Any defender that has a longer weapon than the one used by its attacker makes a repel attack automatically upon being attacked. Attack and defense rolls are made. If the result is a hit, the attacker must pass a morale check or immediately abort his attack. If the attacker passes the morale check, he may make his attack, but the defender attack then generates damage and protection rolls. Oh, Dominions. And these rules. So the attacker, if attacking into a longer reach weapon, they have to make a morale strike or else they're repelled? Okay. Huh, alright. Then we got a John Sheik. This is going to be a level 1 priest, sacred. They have a stun attack. At a length of 5? Okay. It looks like a pretty much a guaranteed hit with an attack value of 100. But magic resistance does negate it. Doesn't affect blind or mindless units. Alright, so this is our basic priest that flies around. Pretty expensive. A ghoul sorcerer is a level 1 blood mage with possible fire, earth, death, or nature. 6 research ability, but is also an inept researcher though. Ugh. Okay. So that's not really going to be our researcher then. Alright. Jan Vizier. Level 1 fire, level 1 air, with possibilities for both of those to expand. Okay. Okay. A Sila. Sila are powerful ghouls with the ability to change their form. They are alphas of the ghoul packs, never far from their kin, prowling the sands for fresh kills or hapless travelers. They like to take the shape of a beautiful woman to lure men into the desert. Sometimes they take a liking to their victims and keep them alive for as long as they are entertained. More often, the victims are simply killed and devoured by the ghouls, always at their heels. Their true forms are huge and brutish, towering over lesser ghouls. Sila are skilled in the magic of blood and death. Indeed. Although for an early race, their magic isn't that crazy. Like, one magical path is not insanely strong in the early age. Shapeshifters, they suck with inspiration. They are seductress. Very expensive. Okay. The Shayatin Wali is a level 1 priest, 2 fire, 1 air. Very expensive. Pretty expensive. Decent magic resistance. Hello, Captain Alwyn. Go back to see if the lance breaks on hit. Some do. Okay. These guys are also an Inquisitor. They cause unrest like the troop type does. They are ambidextrous. I mean, with this, they could probably be an okay, like, combatant. They also have shapeshift into a serpent. Because they can hypnotize, and then they have double magical attacks in melee. They're also sacred. Huh. Alright, and then their big bad, the Ifrit, is, holy shit, so expensive. Is a 2/3 level 2 priest with a guaranteed additional path in fire, air, or earth, and potential another path with 10% chance. They are also ethereal. I think they're the only ethereal of this faction. Double Thunder Fist attacks by default. Man, but 560. And again, for the early age, that's not even really, like, super powerful. Storm immunity, they do also fly. 30 hit points, though. Strength 20. Actually, these would probably make pretty good, what do they call them? Thugs? I guess. It'd be a good thug. I think that is what the Dominions community refers to them as. Hope you're having a good day, Alwyn. Huh. So that's the race. They get 3 fire, 3 air. Okay. Huh. So now I need to build a pretender for these. Just kind of looking at our sacred troops here. A sacred troop doing flaming magical attacks that is also glamorous and floating and stealthy is pretty strong. They're also invulnerable 5. Oh boy. Okay, so it looks like... Alright, so we have a Ifrit Sultan, which is kind of works with this faction. And it looks like we have a Ghoul Lich for this faction. I think those are going to be their 2 uniques. Just quickly looking over all these things. Yeah. So I'll probably pick one of these two. I probably would pick the Sultan. Hello, Squid Novi. Welcome. How's it going? Let's see. The Marid Sultan. 1, 2... Another Ethereal. 80 hit points. Okay. We can make them also a Thug-ish. Sure, let's pick this person. So they prefer Heat Scale 2. None of the units are really resource intensive, so I don't know if we need too much productivity. I typically do like... Oh man. Oh, right. Oh man, Dormant or Imprisoned. I don't know. Kind of depends on what we go for here. Hello, BCMon. How's it going? Let's just see what our options are here. Because I can't remember. It's been months since I've played this game. Superior Morale. Attack Skill +2 for 3. We don't need Inspirational Presence. Blessed units will blow up. I think that'd be bad for us. Heat Aura is... Fire Shield is okay. Flaming Weapons they already have. All's pretty powerful. Do they have faction unique spells? Let's see. I don't think they have many. Bind Death Scorpion, so they get some basic scorpions for conjuration. They get the Pride of Lions spell. Summon a Marid, which is what our leader is, so it's going to be like a powerful caster. And Father of the Jinn, I'm assuming, is a very powerful caster. At level 9. Alteration. Nothing. Evocation. Nothing. No construction. Bend Winds, level 2. Looks like it deflects missiles from 2 squares. Plus, depending on how high level the caster is. So they have a deflect missile spell. Smaller. Evil Eye, Death 1, Precision 100, Fatigue cost 20. Casting the Evil Eye punishes a group of people with ill luck for the rest of their lives. I don't know how powerful that actually is. They just get, I guess, an unlucky trait. I know the luck trait. I don't know about the an unlucky trait. And then blood magic, nothing. But they can't take blood magic, so that's something. I just don't know if any of these are really... Because we already have shock resistance. I don't think we really need that. Like, the attack skill, I guess, could be nice. Does this faction get orbital laser cannons? No. Sorry, Boo, it does not. Hello, Gwill. Welcome. I mean, we can do charged bodies. Because they do have shock resistant 10. So that kind of sets them up perfectly for adding charged bodies. So when they get hit, their attacker and them will get shocked, but they're immune to it, basically. Do they have enough hit points to make that worth it? 16? Huh. I don't want Death Explosion. No. Because Death Explosion would murder all of our ghoul if our elite troops are around them. Hello, Lexes. How's it going? I think I'll take charged bodies here. That seems neat. And... What are the other factions that got added? There's a few more in the mod, but I'm not showing them off right now. And I guess we just do that. Our god wouldn't be that powerful, though. Superior morale. I just don't know how much I really want to invest in our sacred troops, really. We can take some luck. I like luck. 8 Dominion. What we really need is a bunch of money. I don't know if we really need that much resources at all. Maybe put that down to 7. Eh, 3 points left over. That's not bad. Holy shit, I just noticed the custom pre-spells. What the hell? Ashes to Ashes, Heavenly Fire, Bonds of Apostasy, Prayer of Fire, Channel Divine Fire, and Flaming Scourge? That's some new stuff from this mod. Typically, priests in the base game get like 2 spells? 2 unique spells based on the magical paths? This is so many. Let's go with this. We will name this person. I'll just name them someone after chat. Let's just roll the dice. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Honda. Honda. There we go. Alright. So now we create a world. What is this one? Oh, that's someone made this. A symmetrical disciple map for teams of 2. No balance support for... I don't know what kind of players that is. The towers in the lake house. In the lake house, the thrones, as does the center of the lake itself. So the thrones are set up to be in the center? The gates at the back of the islands lead to the adjacent players. Oh, like right here, through there. Sure. So set up for teams of 2, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 players? Huh. One, two. Let's do... I haven't played for a while. I usually play on Mighty. I honestly don't know if I can take Mighty right now. Oh, well, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do 12. Randoms. I'm going to pick... Juhera? I can put the other custom races in here, though, so we can see them. So we have Finoscandia. Alchera. That's another one from the mod ads. I think that's it. Okay. For the early age, anyway. There are more races for the mid-age and then for the late age, too. I'm not actually going to do a Disciples game, so we're going to have guaranteed a person we need to go try and kill. Oh, take care, Demir. Fairly well. Hello, Osiris Bob. Welcome. We will load up a Pretender God. There's Honda. And we want... renaming is allowed. Thrones of Ascension. I'm trying to think, how many towers were there on that map? Like 5? I think. I typically like to play with level 3 thrones. They kind of add some spice to it. We'll say we need 12 points. So they need to take 4 of the 5 thrones to win the game. Enable Cataclysm? After a certain number of turns, a worldwide Cataclysm event will occur that forces a pretender to ascend in a few months' time. Enable this if you want to limit the maximum length of the game to a certain number of turns. Oh! Right, I don't think I've ever played with that. I'm not going to right now. Hello Sheridan, how's it going? Hello Rhea, welcome. How's it going? I think that's it. Man, I have not played in months. I hope I totally don't fail in the first few turns. Oh, were there 7 towers? Whoops. Hey Sheridan, do you remember when you were a leader in this game? You had like the toughest mission ever and you failed? And we were all upset with you? Alright. First turn. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so what is our starting... Oh god, I can't even remember how to... T? There we go. Trying to remember all the shortcuts here. So this is the starting army. We have some of those basic ghouls, which are undisciplined, and we have basic John, which are the glamour troops. You must have lost that memory, Sheridan? Oh, weird. I did not lose that at all. Being led by a priest. Okay. What do we get here? Ashes to Ashes. Range 25 plus. Area of effect 4. 4 magic damage? Armor negating, though. Only affects undead beings. Okay. Still, that's a pretty cool spell. Meditation. By meditating on their relationship with their deity, the priest is filled with holy power. This prayer can be used to bless the priest. Blessed units receive increased morale and additional powers if their god is powerful enough. Okay. So meditation is their bless? But then what the hell is their bless? Oh! This is just a personal bless. But like, this blessing can also hit yourself. I don't know why this is spread out to 2 different things. Priest utters a prayer that renders them immune to the effects of fire and flames. Hello, Superpower On, welcome. Ooh, that sounds pretty good, Rhea. Huh. Okay, well, we will do meditation. We'll do the prayer of fire, I guess. And then blessings. And cast spells. Kind of put you in the back there. Alright, these undisciplined troops will go in the front. We'll just have the John attack closest behind them in a line. What's their speed? Combat speed is 14, so they are also faster. So we're going to put them a little bit behind the ghouls. This other person is a scout, right? Yeah, so we're going to be sending them out to do stuff. The scout, we want them to retreat if they do come into contact with the enemy. And let's go scout our neighbors, who I'm guessing start up here. So I move you over there. Oh, we need to rename this person. Here we go. So we will rename this person... 1, 2, 3. Sheridan! Hey, you're our first leader. If you die, we will always remember that it was your fault that we lost. Alright. So Sheridan's going to lead the faithful out there. Unfortunately, though, we don't know what's actually surrounding us, so I may just take a turn so we don't, like, walk into a bunch of cav or something. So we're not going to go out and attack right now. Next, we need to decide what we're going to research. Let's see. So we have a lot of fire and air with some death and some blood. Fire and air. If we have fire and air, then evocation is a really good way to go. Because air is, like, one of the best assault spell types with the lightning bolts and stuff. They are so good. They're so good. But do we have any do we even have cheap air casters who can do that? Because you need air too, right? So these Jan Viziers could, in theory, become level 2 air mages. In theory. But it's not guaranteed. The only guaranteed level 2 air mage would be an Ifrit, who's a guaranteed level 3. But they're very expensive. So the Jan Viziers are going to be our best bet for getting an army of crazy casters. Well, Jan it will be then. Oh, the thing is, though, do we get a whole bunch of, like, slave troops initially? Why not? Let's get a slaving army. So we have one more commander point. We'll just get 2 slavers, and we're just going to go bloop, bloop, bloop. But we are going to try and recruit our sacred troops as well. Man, they are so expensive. How much resources are they? They're 14? Let's do 3 per turn. So the taskmasters, the slaves will stay in combat for a little bit longer. Actually, you know what we also need those? We need to mix in... Let's start mixing in the fire archers as well. How many can these people lead? 40. Okay, well maybe we don't need that. Recruitment point, only 1. Are you 1? You're 2. So the priests level 1 are only 1 recruitment point. That's kind of cool. The ghoul sorcerer is going to be 2 recruitment points. You're 4 recruitment points. Alright, we'll just get another taskmaster this turn. That's fine. And then Sheridan, you're going to become a prophet. There you go, buddy. You're going to be a powerful spellcaster. Hello, Brad. How's it going? Honda, your character's not going to be out in the game for a long time. They are imprisoned. Hello, Kenobi. How's it going? Alright, so around us we have some low armored elves, basic humans, slightly more armored humans, and then the barbarians. Let's go for the... Actually, if our neighbor is going to be up here, we probably want to try and push up and claim all this as much as possible. The thing is, though, I don't know how well we're going to do against the Wolf Tribe archers, because our troops don't have shields, and they're also very low armored. That's fine. It's going to be totally fine. The slaves will take the hits. We're going to have you holding fire at the closest enemy. We'll put you up here. You will do the same. We'll just put you in there as well. Okay. Battle orders. You're going to stay behind troops. As will you. You're going to be meditate. Oh, now that you're a, prophet, you should have some more spells. There we go. There we go. Okay. Flaming Scourge sounds pretty cool. Range 30 plus, damage 15, magical, armor negating, only affects demons, so that's not what we're looking for. The Bonds, area of effect 2 plus, difficult to negate with magic resistance, only affects gods and sacred. Oh, it's an anti-sacred spell. Interesting. Okay, we don't have to worry about that right now. Heavenly Fire will affect 1 person, doing some fire damage. Okay. So that may be our main attack spell. Okay, so what we want to do... The Prophet's army is already blessed, right? So let's buff up morale of our troops with Sermons of Courage, and then... Heavenly Fire. And then just keep casting spells. I'm actually going to send them on guard commander. Just in case some, like, cav comes. We don't want Sheridan to die. Okay. Well, let's see how these fare against some of these deer troops. And I guess we'll rename this slaver, why not? So one of our first commanders, 3. 1, 2, 3, Rhea. You are now a taskmaster. I like this recruitment, and now we'll start going into the viziers. Oh, I need money. Oh, crap. How much are they? 130? There we go. We want to try and pop out as many of these as we can. Alright, so you and you are moving up here, trying to take them out. Our scout is scouting out our enemy up there. And this person's staying back to get more troops. I think that's it. Let's see. Battle in Norville. So there's our slaves in the front, our ghouls back there, and our glamored Jan. Oh god, they're already unglamored. You have the slavers on attack the rearmost. Jesus. So they're actually going for the archers right now. That's really bad. Our troops just got decimated. So it looks like we lost that. So the slaver is dead, Rhea is dead. It looks like Sheridan made it out of there. And our, Shayatin's made it out of there. Wow. Well, that went really bad. We did get some gems, though. Okay. Well. Thank you for the Sheridan. At least you lived, so that's something. Also, I forgot to put things into evocation. Why can't I adjust the bar? Oh, probably because we have 0 research per month right now. So if we do that... No, I still... Oh, right. Evocation, there we go. I was thinking back in Dominions 4 when you had to adjust the... Wait, no, can't you still adjust the bars? Maybe you can. I'm getting my Dominions games confused. Alright, so do that. Well, that went really good. Really good. Okay. Add those here. Whew. Alright. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. We just, we're a little set back. Just a little bit. Oh, man. That's really bad. That's just really bad. Oh, what are we gonna do? I guess we just kind of gotta sit here and let our neighbor build up. There was a battle in the... Oh, shit. So our neighbors are the furbolgs here. There they are. Well... It's fine. Totally okay. We just need to recruit some more people. It's gonna be okay. Let's go with another Jam Vizier, that's fine. And just more chaff. More chaff. Intern. Rhea, I can't upgrade you. You're dead. Upgrading is not an option at this point. Alright, so there you go. You have all 40. Okay. Let's see. Research. Oops. Control R? Shift R? There we go. Shift R. Put them on research. Invocation is halfway researched. We really need these casters. I really need to start pressing north. Because look how much territory our neighbors already control. It's really bad for us. It's ridiculously really bad. Boy. But it's gonna be okay. Just trying to think what we need. I don't know if the Cavs really the right call here. Oh, man. I think for right now we just keep getting a bunch of weak troops. We're gonna need another Taskmaster though. So queue that one up. We'll queue up another 2. Just get a whole bunch of weak, crappy units. You're gonna research. And we can try to go in again, but I think at this point I'm just gonna wait. One more turn. Alright, so invocation or evocation level 1. So we have access to Shocking Grasp, which is not that great. Burning Hands, not that great. Not really worthwhile to send our casters out there quite yet. But we will grab evocation level 2. Is it 3 when we get the cool stuff? We do get Lightning Bolt in level 2, which is cool. The bends. Well, actually, what we can also do. Where is? Don't we get like an early block arrow spell in one of these? Bend Winds, a level 2 enchantment. This only affects a block of 2+ at a time, though. But still, that's an early way that we can block ranged. So that may not be a bad thing to do. Hello, Susu. Welcome. Alright, we got some more slaves. Let's add them to another slaver, who is going to be ordered to stay behind troops. You guys are going to be attack on the rearmost. Like that. I can't put them in formation because it's just slave troops. They are not that good. And Sheridan, I think you go back out. So, all of you... Oh my god, they already took this. Alright. Well, let's try to prevent the war as long as possible as we continue to try and get more troops. This is great. This is going fantastic. Get another one of those. The thing is, we need some, like, good units. So let's start trying these Flame Jinn out. Hello, Exterminatus, welcome. Our cheap units not having any shields and no protection, just, man, they just got decimated. They're like beastmen. They're like, even these Wood Elf archers who, like, suck, typically, are doing pretty good. Go get him, buddies! Heavenly Fire! But this time we have some elite troops there. Our elite Jinn are pressing forward. I wish the slave troops at least had like a small shield, something to block these arrows. Oh, let me double check. The Prophet armies are automatically blessed, right? Yeah. Okay. So I think their playstyle is supposed to be just tons of chaff, and you have these elite troops kind of sprinkled in to actually do the damage. And the chaff just to take the hits for them. Slaves have a shield, Tokshen? A meat shield? That's a very good point. And the Furbolgs took that. This is going bad, but we're gonna try and take all the free territories we can before we worry about a war with our neighbors. You're gonna go on research. Currently, we only have 2 offensive casters. We're looking for level 2 air mages, specifically for the lightning bolts. And we want to just try and accumulate as much of those as we possibly can. So we're gonna keep summoning these. Let's keep summoning the archers, because I think they could be pretty cool. And then some more chaff. Okay. Intern. Shields cost money, Toke. Slaves cost nothing. Another good point, Boo. Another good point. Alright, so this is a battle against some barbarians. Barbarians just typically trade pretty well into, like, high hit points. Pretty expensive models. Because they hit very hard and they have low protection themselves, so they can usually go pretty well. Against chaff like this, though, hopefully we can... Oh, God. Humans just getting destroyed by those great swords. Look at these graphics. Hello, Mac. So the ones that are going to be carrying the day are definitely the glowy fire sword dudes. They are our only chance. But there we go, another battle won. Now, typically you want to try and take all the territories that connect to your capital, because every single territory kind of feeds into the resources of the closest castle, I believe. So we want to take all these. So next on our road to conquest would be this one. Keep recruiting these mages for sure. And we need to get a couple more of our sacred troops, get some more chaff with those. There we go. And we can put... Now, these taskmasters are terrible at leading normal troops because they have an inspirational -2, meaning they lower the morale of troops by 2. They're just really good at leading slaves because of taskmaster +5, but they can also still be used as, you know, transports, basically, which is what we're going to be doing here. We're going to have you on research. This person's going to be meeting up with the rest. We're going to set these archers to fire at the, let's say, large enemy monsters, if there are any. Actually, enemy cav. Does fire damage go through armor? It says it's armor piercing. So if there's any cav, let's go try and murder them. How about that? These are going to attack at the closest enemy. We'll put them, like, over here. And you're going to stay behind troops. Okay, and so they're going to be meeting up there, and in turn. Fire usually reduces armor by 50%. Does it really? Alright, so are these just like bronze armored troops? Yeah, they're heavy infantry. Protection 12. Oh man, our chaff will not be good at killing these, but our Jinn should be pretty good at killing. Are they aiming at the heroes? Or the leaders, I Oh, they change into serpents when they lose their hit points. Okay. That's cool. What does the serpent do? Serpents are also invulnerable 5, still have fire resistance, shock resistance, profuse bleeding. This unit bleeds severely and will lose a part of its hit points and fatigue every round until the bleeding stops. Oh shit. They have a chest wound. Lightning swarm and a flame burst attack. And they can hypnotize. But it looks like they need to be re-blessed, though. Interesting. Yes! Alright, so who did we lose, though? 21 human slaves lost their lives. We did lose one of our Shayatans. That's a big hit. But we won, and we now have evocation level 2. Also, let me change that so our people will go on, what, research, you said? Give orders to new commanders automatically. This option will put newly recruited mages on research. Okay, nice. Very nice. We'll do that. Also, we can put on some map filters here. Just so we can see how our Dominion is faring. There we go. More things to clutter up the UI, it's fine. Am I still casting Blessing in the Prophet Army? I thought I took that off. Gosh darn it. No, Sermon of Courage. And then Heavenly Fire. Also, these didn't seem to perform that well. Maybe we just need tons of them. Also, let's put them under Sheridan there. Give these slavers to a single taskmaster. We need a lot of chaff units here. Fire closest. Let's switch that up. Well, we can recruit a whole bunch of slavers now that we started to finally get some territories here. So we're gonna put these two back. I mean, we can start the war now. Hey, what up, Sherry? How's it going? This game's music is really good. I agree. Hello, Ryak. Welcome. I'm trying to decide if you want to collect our troops and then proceed, or what. This province will probably be empty. Also, we need to keep our scout leg over here. And there's another faction right there, too. Jesus. Also, it would be kind of good just to take this, too. But that would be 2 turns to get there. Well, let's move back. Let's collect some more of these. We really do need more of these guys. Okay. Oh, crap. So, Tirnanog has declared war on us. That's our neighbor. We found a hidden laboratory, though, so we got some pearls. We have a cutlass of piercing. So that can go on one of our leaders. Which I guess would be Sheridan. What is this? This is a magical weapon. Armor piercing. You get 2 attacks. Increases your stats. Go for it. So now you have a cutlass of piercing instead of just your thunder fists. Yar, ye be a pirate. Alright, so there's all of our new slaves. Slavery is bad, but hey, in this video game, it's pretty good, actually. Actually, the best slaves, I think, are the Satis. The Satis have those lizard slaves that are just so good. Looks so good. Set these back a little bit more. We'll say attack closest, sure. But yeah, so now we gotta worry about the Tirnanog people. So we need... What is the precision of lightning bolts? 4. Let's cast aim. Let's cast air shield. Actually, let's cast that in reverse order. Air shield, then aim. Then I think all we really want is lightning bolt. What was shockwave again? Oh, it's only a range of 2. No, we want lightning bolt. So lightning bolts. And isn't there a way to copy? Like from right here, like I just keep adding that? How do I do that? Oops. Cast spells. Maybe I can't. Alright. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. And then keep casting spells. Okay. So then we're going to do control 1. I think that worked. And then so we should be able to do 1. There we go. We still only have really 2. No, there we go. We got 3. 3 decent casters. I'm good with that. So we're going for evocation level 3, which gives us the bins. Thunderstrike would be pretty sweet, but we don't have natural level level 3 aircasters. So let's see. Enchantment level 2 is going to give us the Bend Winds, which sounds like a bad thing to have. Evil Eye I'm not going to mess with right now. Maybe go down Conjuration after that. Alright, so we need those 3 and our Slaver to go and attack Tir na Nog. Let's hope for the best. Just keep getting a mix of chaff and other units. And then these researchers will stay home. We can use them in the field. Like, level 2 fire is still not bad, but I just kind of want Lightning Strike right now. Plus, we need researchers to keep the, research going. What up, Nicotine? How's it going? Hello, Neosay. This is a modded race of Jinn, which seem maybe not the strongest, but it's fine. Yeah, exactly. Bad case of the bins. Zoro. Bad case. The map looks different from what you remember. This is a custom map. This is a map that someone actually made instead of the game auto-generating one. That's why it looks different. Alright, what do we got here? Battle in Norville. They only have some province defense here. Now we should start seeing some lightning bolts. Yeah. That's fine. They missed a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, those also missed. That's fine, though. What did we lose? We lost 15 slaves, and we lost an archer somehow, too. Huh. We gained a frost brand. We got some water gems, more water gems, free water gems, and a frost brand. The frost brand, I don't know, we can give to nobody right now. There's really no one that needs that. Although, are these ambidextrous? You're not ambidextrous, never mind. So I'm not going to give that to you. That was still a pretty good fight, even though it was against, like, the easiest enemies. What we're going to do here is get some province defense of our own. We're probably going to be attacked, but, like, I still need to take these, too. Oh, this is difficult. You know what? Actually, right now, let's not spend this money here. And we'll just go up here. We can get another one of these. Hello, Handy Crab, welcome. Hello, Water Ploof Ploof. Oh, yeah, the question mark. That does show all the shortcuts, doesn't it? Thank you. Alright, we'll add these to the Taskmaster. Alright, good luck. Hello, Robzia? Yes. It's a collection of mods that does some balance changes, adds some new races, some new spells. Adds a lot of pretenders. Alright, so that's going to be an easy victory. We don't even need to watch that. But we did still lose 2 slaves. One of our bailiffs is afraid of bandits. So in Norville, we got defense 10. Is that the one we just conquered? Hey, yeah, it is. Cool. We got free defense. Let's bump that up to 15. Also, let's stay on the offensive. Go there. We'll have a smaller army clean up the rear. Let's put you under Fakruf, who we will rename because you're leading troops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Super Power Ron. Super Power Ron. Don't get too attached, you'll probably die. But here, we're going to give you this cool sword. So you feel cool. And you're going to get those spells. We're going to put those spells on you. Very cool. So you are going to head out and try and conquer these territories. Actually, we're going to play it safe. We're going to collect some more troops before we send you out, because it could be really bad. Let's give you some more Jinns, some more slaves. There we go. And in turn, I want to keep my scout here so we see what's coming. Hello, Mango, welcome. Did I draw this map myself? No, this is just a custom map that I found. At some point. Not even recently. I never even played on it. Those look like strong mages for this nation? Well, I mean, it's the early age, so they're not really that strong in terms of potential magic stuff. Battle in Ossuary. Ooh. Right, I forgot these Tyrannodog people also had glamour troops too. Hello, Kuror. This is Dominion's Enhanced mod, I believe it's called. It's just a collection of a bunch of other mods. Come on, lightning bolts. You need to do more. The slaves are routing. So when our sacred troops lose all their hit points, they turn into snakes. Go snakes! Oh man, their leaders are annoying. Oh, we got rid of the glamour. Okay. Well, that is a victory. Our loss is 1 Jinn Archer, 4 Shiatans, which is kind of a lot. But we killed a lot too. So, glamour, is that countered by magic? I don't think it is, right? Ethereal is, but not glamour. Yeah, we won. Nice. Battle in Norville. Oh no, shoot. All we have is province defense here. Yes, we have shock on the sacred attacks, yes. Where did I get them on? I got it on the Steam forums. Just look up Dominion's Enhanced. I think you should be able to find it pretty easily. I don't know if our Wood Elves are going to be able to do this or not. The Frobolgs are a little better in melee. Yeah, we lost. Gosh darn it. Those troops have failed us. Alright, slaves. Attack closest. Attack closest. We're gonna spread you all out. There we go. This is not a very impressive army, but it is a army. Let's go. These may come here. Let's see if we can cut them off. And we are really low on slaves over here now. We kind of need to fall back a little bit. We're going to be overwhelmed. You know what? Here, we'll just go there. Undefended province? Yeah, they did go there. Okay. Whew, that is a lot. This is not good. Nice. Get him in melee. Our sacred snake. Hello Lexi, how's it going? Sheridan, thank you for gifting a sub to Lexi. Thank you for this question. We definitely need like Arrowfiend. Oh god. Getting killed by basic archers. Well, we did win, but holy crap. We lost 7 of the archers, 4 more of the Shaitans. Yeesh. Then our secondary army. All the archers are like taking out our Glamored before they even get to the melee. Oh, you know what? We have to actually bless these ones though, because they're not in the Prophet army. I forgot about that. But yeah, we got that though. Whew. We lost 4 slaves. No big deal. And the story of Sheridan's brave deeds and his heroic toughness are now told. You are now a hero, Sheridan. You have the toughness, so you have more hit points. That's pretty good. Way to go. You are going to try and make it here. We're going to send our other army there. We don't have any other level 2 casters, unfortunately. That sucks. There we go. There's our recruitment. How's our research doing? We almost have enchantment level 2, which gives us that kind of weak Arrowfiend spell, which is really going to be useful. Alright, we still got these furbolgs there. They're going to be going around. There's just so many of them. Battle in Norville. Okay. Not really a fight. And then they took that over. Of course they did. Okay. We need to merge these armies. What little there are. I guess you just stay there. Superpower, you're gonna go back home. Actually, I think everyone's gonna be going home for the most part. We need to just get one massive army here. And then roll out. I wish our slaves had shields. That'll make this much better. Alright, intern. There we go. Okay, so now we actually have some slaves. Put these together. You're going to be attacking the rearmost. We have some decent amount of these guys. You'll be attacking closest. Sermon of Courage is still fine. Let's see. Do we have any more level 2s? Yes, we do. So we're going to be taking you. And we need to make sure that all of you are on the aim and like lightning bolt. There we go. Level 2 fire and level 2 air. Pretty neat. Okay. Superpower, you're going to stay behind. We're going to get you a different army at some point. And now let's go and move there. Superpower, you're going to be researching for right now. Where am I looking for? There we go. Repeat that recruitment. And intern. But I want my shields to have shields though, Osiris. Okay, so that's gonna be an easy victory. Where we lost 10 slaves, even in an easy victory. Ah, that's a pretty scary army. And they're fighting. Wait, who got left behind? Who's this? What? Oh Jesus. This person got left behind. I did not mean for them to. Run! Oh, that person died. Unrest and misfortune. Less income in the wild. Dominion +3 in our capital. That's good. So yeah, someone got caught back there, and I did not mean to leave them there. Oh my god, and there's the other faction. Jesus. Alright, you go there. We need like another good leader though. I mean, I guess we put the slaves under the taskmaster. And we need a buildup of other level 2 air mages again. But we keep getting level 2 fire. We're not proccing the level 2 air. Ugh. Unfortunate. These need to be sent up here to try and cut off the Furbog reinforcements. Let's put some defense there. Yeah, it's looking kind of bad. It's looking kind of bad. Okay, that should be an easy victory, but we probably lost some slaves. We only lost one that time. Pretty good. We're gonna have to probably try and... Ooh, there we go. We got another level 2 air mage. We're gonna... Oops. Need to set up the level 2 fire mages. We'll still do air shield. We'll do aim. Fire blast is 7+. We can do fireball. What's sulfur haze? It does poison and fire damage. Lingers. Fatigue damage. Sure, we can do a little bit of sulfur haze. Why not? Create flaming missiles. Oh, I see, I see. See, at that point, people will probably be pretty close, but let's do another fireball. Cast spells. So put that on control 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And what we can now do is summon storm power. Yeah, so air magic will get +1. Oh, but it only works during a storm. Never mind. We would need to be able to create a storm first, I guess. Alright. So we're just going to put this person on 1 and 2. Okay, so let's go murder some people. Hopefully. Actually, do that one first. You go up there. Okay. I don't know if it's really worth recruiting these guys. I mean, they still have the flaming scimitar, but I feel like it's just better just to get these. Let's see, 20 and 10, 65 and 14. This would give us more bodies that could hit thy floor. So, you know, we'll give it a shot. Oh, I forgot. I need to restructure my air mages so they cast the spell Bend Winds now. Alright, so this is going to be Super Power Ron. Your fire mages. Casting Air Shield against barbarians. Because they're following orders. Cast aim. Fireball! Perfect. Oh, there's that sulfur haze. Okay, it's gonna hurt us a little bit too. Okay, that's really big. Is that poisoning us? No, it doesn't appear that our sacreds have been poisoned yet. I also keep forgetting I need to bless them. It did poison our Taskmaster, though, I think. Maybe not. Alright, well, we won that one. I need to do a little restructuring there. We only lost 14 slaves, so that's good. I'm gonna need to cast Sulfur Haze first, I think, and then do the buffs. There goes Sermon of Courage. So these slaves at the bottom are going to go for their archers. Oh, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Yes! The Jinns! The slaves are routed, but that's okay. Jinns are in. Oh, damn. Shockwave. And they're out. What's going on back here? What are they casting on all these people? Oh, air shield. Cool. Alright. We won that one. Who did we lose? 31 slaves. You know, that's not bad. I mean, it's kind of bad. Can our heavy infantry hold off the furbolgs? Nope. Nope, turns out they can't. Alright, so we need to restructure these people. So we need Sulfur Haze first. Then we'll do... Well, the thing is, now we can do... Oh no, the Fire Mages can't do the Bend Winds. Well, we can do Phoenix Power. Alright, let's try that. And then for superpower, we want... Bend Winds. So 2+. We'll do like a AoE deflect missile spell. So we'll try that. Then we'll do aim. Then we'll do lightning bolts. Okay. So that would be the new air magic that we need to then give to all of you. Try and make sure that those pesky arrows don't murder us. So pesky. Alright, you don't have many troops left? No, let's go back up and collect more, though. We need some more of the Slavs. Okay. And then this army. Let's merge those two together. You go back home. Go there? Question mark? Research. Conjuration up to level 4. So... the thing is, we don't actually have any nature casters right now, so that's not going to do anything for us. We could summon a Night Gaunt? Oh, wait, no, wait. This is Death 1, though. Electric Eels. They generate electric shocks to stun their prey. Okay. We could... what's this? Oh, the Great Hawk and the Flock of Birds. Right. There's the Phoenix power. The gems we get are air and what? Fire? Air and fire for the most part. Let's see something. So right now you can't do anything. Really? I guess... oh, right. Can only be cast underwater. They are eels. They're not like flying eels. Huh. Well, right now we don't really have any cool summons that we can do. We could... we could get nature and death from this shaman. But I don't think that's gonna be worth it right now. Death, blood. That's all over the place. I think we just keep going with the current plan. Just get a bunch of these viziers, because they can support the army as well.